Hey guys, in today's video we will be lashing a guest with an irritation on her right eye. It's not a pink eye, and her eyes are a little bit watery, but that really doesn't have anything to do with the little bump that she has on that right eye. As you can see, the eye area is very red in the inner corner, and that's obviously where the little bump is. It is definitely okay to lash a guest in this situation if and when this does not irritate them, as well as, you need to be very hygienic. Not to mention, you should not be doing eyelash extensions on somebody that might have like a contagious, eye, or like if it's pink eye or something like that. Obviously you should not do it. That person should not even be in your chair if they're contagious at all. But yeah, it's just a bump that she actually got due to the fact that she had strips the day before, and this is what she said to us. And then she ripped out a very big chunk, which you can see that there is a very good amount of natural lashes missing, as well as that big bump. If you notice, I have already started to work on her right eye. I did notice that she did seem to have watery eyes due to her being a little anxious from getting her lashes done. I kept seeing what I thought was water under the eye area, but later noticed that it was the eye patch that was losing the gel due to the watery eyes, or that was that the gel pads were leaking. The gel pads were leaking due to the watery eyes. It was kind of leaking that gel out. So I actually just removed the gel patches and applied new ones. If you encounter a situation like this, the correct thing would be just to change the eye patches. If you do leave them, they will keep losing that gel or leaking that gel, which can interfere with you lashing. Or it can also get into the guest's eye, which is very uncomfortable and not okay. So just make sure that you remove those gel patches and put new ones on. Since I have already placed the mapping area, I will guide myself from the blueprint that I have already done so that the set stays as equal and even as possible. Since this eye had no extensions, I went ahead and removed it. As you can see, all the gel was starting to move onto the top. So I will go ahead and place the new patch. As I mentioned before, this eye did not have any extensions, so as you can see, I did slightly open it so that I can slip the patch under the waterline. Since my guest was a little anxious, I decided to do it this way so that she wouldn't end up opening her other eye or having them start watering up again. I will retrace the mapping and move on to changing the patch on the other eye. If you have to change the eye patches on an eye in which you have already placed eyelash extensions, before removing the patch, you want to make sure that there is no extension stuck to the patch. This way you are not pulling anything or making it painful for your guest. And since I have already waited a couple minutes, I did slightly open her eye, which at this point it shouldn't have burned. Now I will go ahead and place that new patch on. As you can see, like I said before, her right eye has a bump that is red, and she did mention that this is basically due to those strip lashes that she removed the day before. I will again proceed to redraw the blueprint, and now I will finally be able to lash. Now you should be able to lash perfectly. Remember to keep a constant communication with your guest to make sure that nothing is bothering her or irritating her in any way. I agreed to lash this guest because she notified me that the bump she had in her eye did not cause her any pain or discomfort. If your guest comes in with something similar, but you notice that there is some sort of wound, or open cut or anything like that, I would suggest for you not to proceed, because this can get infected and cause, other bad situations that you obviously want to avoid as a lash tech. Also, it is very important that once you have finished the set, you soak your tweezers in a solution so that it kills all the bacteria and they do not transfer onto another guest. Honestly, like I said, if I know that somebody has something that's contagious or an open wound, I would never even do the lashes on that person. This really wasn't an open wound, it was just a really bad bump, kind of like a place that was really sore because she accidentally ripped off half her lashes in that area. Remember to always ask your guest if she has any allergic reactions to any adhesive, and be sure to have them sign a consent form or waiver. Also, let your customer know that they are not to wet their lashes for 24 to 48 hours and avoid any excessive heats and things like that. After around 2.5 hours, I have finished your set. I will make sure to apply activators so that the glue and the extensions bond stronger, allowing a retention for up to 3 to 4 weeks. Don't forget to use code ZULY10 to get 10% off yours. www.FabuPRO.com. As always, we really appreciate you watching our channel. We wish you the best of luck in your lashing journey, and let us know what would you like for us to cover in future videos. Bye! Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so that you guys are notified whenever we post another video.